Hello and welcome to the show. I am here today doing something a little bit different. Yes, I am on Need For Speed Payback and we are going to be, well, hunting for one of the derelict cars. I was going to be doing this anyway. Figured I'd make a video, go and turn the Datsun into, well, modify the Datsun. I'm going to turn it into a drift car actually because it's one of the vehicles that I don't currently have. Category I don't have, sorry. I've got a drag car and everything else. So, yeah. That's what we're going to be doing today. We will start off by searching. I've actually got one of the parts for this by accident, almost. I was cruising around and happened to stumble upon an area without even meaning to. So I have got one of the bits for. I've got the wheels and tyres, apparently, because I'm sure the wheels and tyres that have been abandoned in the middle of a field somewhere for decades are going to be perfectly good. Either way... We're heading to this next location, which I am going to hazard a guess is somewhere out in the middle of here. Out by the solar farm, it reckons, yeah, it's probably going to be around that sort of area. Now, what can we do in terms of teleporting over here? Yep, that works for me. We will be as lazy as possible when it comes to this. The fuel stations and so on that are around are kind of your quick travel points. You can tend to find one vaguely near where you want to be going. So we want to head out over there-ish. It's an-ish because the maps are only ever sort of loose suggestions for where stuff is going to go. I'm hoping I will get near enough and then we'll have the little binky station come on. The the little beepy thing to tell me that we're vaguely in that right vicinity. I probably should have got the Land Rover and used that one. Instead we're going to have a play around with the Audi because I've not really driven the S5 all that much. I've only just got to the point where it's unlocked. So there we go. Are you going to be a bit that I can go off and visit? Yes, you are. Right, so it is somewhere potentially out here that we are going to find, hopefully... We're going to find a blip come up to tell us that there is a... There we go.
Might just be a useful part lying around here.
Yeah, thankfully, the blip has come up and it's... Oh, is it going to be another one of these arseholes jump into the area because I can't get to it from any other angle? Looks like it is. It's up there. How the hell do we get into there? Oh, okay. Audi. Well, let's test your off-roading ability. No invisible wall, surprisingly, around all of that. Okay, we need a ramp of some sort. I was hoping by circling around here we would find a ramp. No. Okay, how does one go about getting into... Can I just drive... Audi, please be good off-road. Audi is not good off-road. Audi doesn't really do that bit very well, does it? Okay, how does one jump... Ah! Found how one does that. Perfect. We will use this ramp. How far back do we reckon we're going to need to go? Is it some of these that I have come across, it's very, very easy to end up overshooting and flying straight clear the other side. The derelict parts like to be hidden in these hard-to-reach areas. Have we overshot there? No, actually, that one there. This is actually a relatively kind landing zone. Hello, bit of car. What bit of car are you? Can we take guesswork? That looks like engine. Well, it looks like gearbox sticking out the back of it, doesn't it? Probably not a good idea to run it over. Yeah, that looks like engine. Let's see. I'm curious as to whether you can tell what parts they are from looking at them. Was I correct? Shall we play more guessing game? Was I correct about the thing? Yeah, engine and drivetrain. Cool. Okay. Got the engine for it. Where to go next? Shall we go here? This one here looks a little bit easier to locate, possibly. Anything that has a river on it, much easier to find when it comes to the great old derelict hunt. The reason being there is one river in the entirety of the map, and that is here. That's the only river that the game has, so I'm going to assume that this bit up here will be the dotted line that you see at the top left of the little picture. So that corner... Yeah, so this road that I've kind of got the cursor thing over is one of the few roads on that map, so it's somewhere around this junction area, isn't it? So we stick that marker over there. We can... Ooh, not really teleport anywhere massively close. I don't own that, do I? So I can't teleport to the garage. Oh, this area here is a real nightmare to travel around. Shall we go up here? Probably going to be the easier way of getting. It's quite difficult to get onto these roads. These are all mountain roads, and the main motorway will not go in the not go in the directions. They'll not be the off ramps that you'll want. So, yeah, we'll go up into the mountains. I guess we'll have some fun with the Audi on our way down. Let's go and set that. Yeah, because we're going to have to loop our way around, aren't we, to get down to there. Cool. Should have bought my Buick. We should have bought the the fast vehicle that I have. Well, I guess we'll find out how good the Audi. The Audi is one of the runner cars, so it is very strong in terms of proper driving. I say in terms of proper driving, in terms of Need For Speed driving, I've not apparently got the It's been a little while since I played. I say a little while since I played Need For Speed. A few days. Got to get back into the. So that's more like it. It's just how you take corners in this game. Like there are specific built drift cars, but with the way that the handling physics work on here, that's just how you end up driving. Well, I'm not a particular fan of drifting per se. The handling model in this is good enough that I'm okay. I'm okay with just messing around with the cars on here, much like in Burnout Paradise. I use that as the prime example of how to get sort of handling models for arcade games, because it's an excellent driving game. In that, it's all tap brake and kind of slide cars around corners. It's good fun. It's very good fun playing on that. And while this is not quite as good a handling as Burnout, it's still not. It's not terrible. It's not terrible at all. And yeah, it's. Overall, I'm still kind of enjoying the game. I have heard that there are changes on the way to the one highly broken aspect, the performance cards. Don't know what the changes are going to be. However, supposedly we're going to see some improvements to that system. I mean, the best improvement will be chuck it out and get a proper upgrade system. Which turning do we want? We want this one. Yes, we do. However, I'll be curious to see what they... Jess, could you not just talk randomly? This is almost as bad as Jeff. Not quite as bad as Jeff, but getting there. Can I take a shortcut over in this direction? Yes, I can take a shortcut over in this direction. Right, so somewhere over here we will hopefully... Alright, there goes the bleepy thing. Can I see where the little icon is going to appear? Not yet. Maybe we just have to go... I'm going to hazard a guess that this jump to somewhere is going to be the jump to somewhere that I need it to be. It is the jump to somewhere that I needed it to be. Perfect. What part are you? Can we actually see anything that's not covered up? If we can spin the camera around, not easiest thing to see. You look like headlights, so I would hazard a guess. In fact, they actually look like the correct headlights. Possibly. Okay. I was kind of curious to see whether the parts that you find here, which is going to be sort of generic overall parts, they do look like the right headlight, the right sort of headlights for the Nissan. Now, it might be a happy coincidence, or it might be that they actually got the correct parts as the derelict bit. If that is the case, that's pretty cool attention to detail. I will give them that. Derelict, the final bit. In fact, the final bit is actually not. This car's been easier to find than the bloody Mustang. The Mustang had some really horrible ones to try and find, but this one does not look that bad at all, because that bit of the motorway is quite distinct, because there's only really one bit of motorway that looks like that. So if we then go, it is up here. That's the one. Apparently I didn't pin the damn thing to the map. Well done me. I thought, oh, I've got to zoom clue, pin to map. There we go. Right. So yeah, that bit of motorway, we've got this corner, this sort of section is the only bit where the motorway carriageways are far apart from one another. So yeah, pretty straightforward to find, and it's going to be on this turn there. Awesome. Now, have I got anywhere? I haven't really got anywhere close to teleport to. Well, I say that. We'll teleport to the race dealership, because why on earth not? Actually, car list for this game, it's not the biggest car list. That's for sure. I think about 75 vehicles. Either way, I think it's about under 100. But it's not actually a bad list. I quite like the selection of cars. It covers a lot of different areas. You've got, your hot hatches, your sports cars, and so on. There's a decent enough selection of muscle cars as well, which is nice to see. And I love the fact that we've got Ford Hot Rod. Mine's going to be a drag car, but there we go. We've got things like the Mercury Cougar, for example, which I wasn't expecting to see in Need for Speed, but it's great to see that it's there. Of course, like S2000 and so on, GTI Club Sport, and I have unlocked an Exige at some point. I don't remember unlocking that, but there we go. Charger, of course. I'm looking forward to getting the Chevrolet Stepside to mess around with. Things like the newer Civic Type R, not quite the brand new Civic Type R, but the newer one, Focus RS, Mustangs, and so on, all the way up to... Ooh, I didn't know they had the 993 Carrera. I do like that kind of era of Porsche. It's just something about it. We also came in GT4. Yeah, it's a decent selection of vehicles. Ooh, what's that? We've got a classic 911 that I've not unlocked yet. There's a bright green Lamborghini. Yeah, it's a decent car list. And most importantly for me, the Beck Customs back that I loved driving. I'm really curious when I get to the point of unlocking these cars, how good, if it is still going to be as excellent fun to drive as it was. It was the only car that I enjoyed driving in 2015. I'm wondering if it will be the same as good on here. That's a fair way off. Anyway, I digress. We should probably stick a pinpoint on that just so I don't go and get lost, because I'm very good at doing that. I'm very good at having a simple checkpoint to find, getting completely distracted and not paying attention to where I am going. It's why I'm bad at spin tyres. I get distracted and think, oh, I'll take a shortcut, and because there's a fair bit of the map here that I can't go explore because it's sort of cordoned off and invisible walled off, you'll think, oh yeah, this is a great shortcut, get stuck and end up taking 20 minutes. So for this, we'll not do that. I did that when I was searching for the Mustang parts. I got lazy, got bad at setting routes, and just thought, oh, we'll just follow straight to the thing, and I'll take shortcuts along the way, and it didn't really work for a lot of them. There are billboards around to crash into if you remember the good old days, again, of Burnout Paradise, funnily enough, of trying to crash into that sort of stuff. Where is the... So the bleepy bloopy is going on, but I can't really see where the bleepy is. Okay, so it's somewhere... Whoop. Aha! Found the bleepy. How do I get to the bleepy? How does one acquire bleepy? Do we go over this way? I think actually we must go up through... Maybe I was actually heading in the right direction, because there's got to be a jump over to there. Oh, clonk. Hello, walls. Hello, more walls. There's a gearbox in there somewhere. That's the ticket. Oh, what are we... Oh, okay. Oh, we got stuck on a bush. I thought, oh no, the terrifying bushes from GTA 5 had made their appearance on here, but no, there was a rock. It was a very, very well camouflaged rock, but it was a rock nevertheless. That's where we want to go. This might not be enough run up. Nitro all of the car. Come on, Audi, fly. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, sweet. Then we will pick up that, and that is going to be... Is that more bodywork? Hold on a second. I'm just curious about the whole visual thing. Oh, okay, so one was accessories, one was body parts. So, like, headlights would be accessories. This is going to be body parts, as in that looks like a bumper sticking out from under the cover. Sure. I love how it is actually the correct bumper as well. That's quite cool. Derelict parts, like the actual, visually, the bits are there. It is, admittedly, though, that is only just a bumper. So I'm fairly sure we could have gone and bought a bumper for one of those, rather than scouring the desert for it. I'm not going to be going fast enough to take out the side. Nope. We're going to clonk face first onto the ground. It's fine. Right. To the garage we go, then. You know, let's go to the city garage. I bought the garage down in the city. I bought the garage in the city just as a quick teleport over here, because I figured we'd be going down this way at some point for missions. I was correct. Probably not a bad idea. So let's go and jump over here. And then we will have our Nissan in a state of restoration, I should say. It will be kind of a bit of a rust bucket. Also, thank you to the people that told me how to fix the doors on the Mustang. You've got to alter the roof. Hello, mechanic person. So that should be this thing here ready to be restored. We will select it. Right, so yeah, now we get to choose what I want to build the car as. I've already got two race vehicles. I've got the Buick and the Mustang for race vehicles. I have the Hot Rod as a drag car. I have the Audi as a runner, and I have the Land Rover as my off-road. So it makes sense. We will restore this one here as a drift car. Do I want to use my new car? Yes, I would like to use... I'd like to have a look. There we go. We have got our Nissan. Let's go and have a look. What can we do visual customizer? I would expect to have a decent number of bits to be changeable on this car. I mean, admittedly, as far as the bonnet goes, we have shiny with black vents, we have shiny with shiny vents. I think we'll go shiny with shiny vents. That works for me. Front bumper. Ooh, lots of front bumpers to choose from. I don't really like carbon fibre front bumpers. I think I'm gonna, or you can. I do like that you can, like when you restore it, you can just keep it with sort of the stock bumpers. I quite like that one as a simple one, or I might just go for, or do I go for big intercooler? Oh, big intercooler, but not carbon fibre bumpers. So I think I'll go with that. Yeah, that looks the part. Right, headlights. We have got many different colours of headlights. I think, can kind of go for terrifying spider. I don't want terrifying spider eyes on my Nissan, but I do quite like the headlights, like the recessed headlights. I think that would be correct way of saying. The wing on this diffuser, it is the greatest of things. Apparently I can't have that because of my front bumper. I want wing on my diffuser. Like that has got to be on every single, that will be on every single car that I build on this game. Will have a wing on the diffuser, because why the bloody hell not? Right, have we, okay, so we've got, we haven't got like the real crazy stuff unlocked yet, because I haven't got the cars to a higher performance level. Funny enough, I just got it. Do we want vents at a side bit? I might just go for that one. I'll see what else I can do with the rest of the car. I can't do wing mirrors at the moment, unfortunately. Side skirts. We've got that option. Sure, we'll get that option. Rear fenders. We can get that's the matching one's the one we have at the front. We can have kind of more subtle ones. We can have kind of crazy thing, and that does the entire rear end. Ooh. Can I do? Okay, right. We can spin the camera around. Ooh. Do I like? I'm not sure I like that entire rear end on the car, though. I'll be honest. Nah, doesn't work for me. So we will go with the matching set to the one we have at the front. Yep, I will take that. Tail lights, what do we have in the way of options? Basically degrees of tint. Nope, we'll keep them standard. I don't have a car fast enough to reach 195 to do that. I've unlocked... Ooh, we can get wheelie bars. That's cool. I haven't unlocked drift zones yet to get the diffuser. Ooh, we can have a bash bar at the back. Oh, you can actually change the entire rear. I definitely don't like that entire rear. And so I don't really have much choice in terms of back of the car. I guess that's just keeping it standard like that, isn't it? Yeah. I'll do that for now. Right. Okay. License plate not right. Trunk lid. Let's go and get that replaced. Yeah, we'll go with racing. Kind of racing bit. Unfortunately, I haven't got a car capable to do that for 3 seconds, so we can't give the vehicle a mighty wing. Apologies on that, but there we go. How do I get to the roof option? I have seen it before. There it is, roof option. Okay, that's just to restore. There's no other fancy versions for that. Super builds, I haven't got to yet. We can have a roof light bar as well, but we need to get level 300. Windows, we can tint them. Sure, that will do. Front wheels. Let's go have a look at... brakes. Can we have as large a brakes as possible, please? Not that it makes a blind bit of difference. In fact, where I got my... so where I have my TV for my Xbox in my office, I kind of have a window behind me, and it is at that point in the day now where I can't actually see a blind bit of difference as to that was making to the brakes. It's so dark in there, with light sort of shining on the screen. Yeah, I can't really see much. We can keep it on the rusty wheels that it came with, or we can go through many of these to find ones that we like. Now, when it comes to building cars, again, I've spoken about it before, regular viewers will know I don't really care that much about wheels. If I am going to put wheels on a car, if I am going to choose, I tend to much prefer large multi-spoke wheels. That tend to be what I go for, rather than something, for example, like that. So that's where I'm heading towards. I think the ones at the very beginning of the list were most like. I mean, I think it might even be like the second one in was one of my favourites that we came across. I quite like those, actually. What was the? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, there we go. I'll go with those. Modifying like the car, it really is not particularly expensive to do all of this. We'll apply to all of those, and then we can change the size of the wheel if we want. That will do. What's the secondary colour on this? Oh, is that the outer lip, perhaps? Okay, cool. Do we go for... it's not actually very visible. No, we won't bother. Yeah, I think we'll leave it with with the red. Yes, it's not massively visible, so we can't do clever things with the car. I haven't unlocked a couple of other things on there as of yet. Oh, crap, did we not change? Oh, we got mismatched wheels. Definitely don't like that. Definitely don't like that. Can we go... Oh, do I have to install them separately? Maybe I do. Maybe if I work on the rears, I don't know. That's odd. It was this one anyway. I can grab. Maybe I have mismatched rims on other cars I've built then and not paid enough attention. I would have noticed by now. But there we go. Right. That looks like all that we can do with the car. Let's make the car as low as possible. Fantastic. I mean, we can go and give the car make the car look broken. No. But the amount of camera that it gets just because I've lowered the car, is more than enough to be getting on. It's more than enough to roll the damn vehicle over, I would expect. I actually quite like the red on the vehicle, so I think we'll keep it. You know what? Bugger it. We will keep it. Do I even have any vanity items unlocked? Oh, I can give the car... Oh, let's get some red tyre smoke. Perfect. I don't think I've got anything else unlocked in here. Sure. We will... Don't know why I want red tyre smoke, but apparently we have got it. Let's go and leave the garage now. I'm slightly disappointed. I say I'm slightly disappointed. We haven't got a mighty wing yet. There will be mighty wings to come. As it is, I'm just going to have to settle for having a mighty wing on my front diffuser. It's not something I ever thought I'd say, I'll be honest. However, we have a mighty wing on the front diffuser, and that will have to do. Look at it. Look at how impressive it is. Oh, we've apparently unlocked rear canards for doing something. I don't know what. Okay, well, we might come back and fit those at some point. Let's go over to the drift event. Have not touched these yet, as you can tell. But oh, this car's got more grip than I expected. This car's got a lot more grip than I expected. Come on, go sideways. Ah, there we go. Now it just looks like we're bleeding everywhere around the corners. We have a demon car. It's fine. I shall call you Crowley, and this shall this shall be my demon car. I love it. It's really excessive tyre smoke. Fantastic. Right, Crowley, we're going off to do some drift battles. I know you're used to stealing souls. However, in fact, it's not even stealing souls. It's bargaining souls. But as it is, we shall... Maybe if we win, that's what it is. If we win, we shall steal the souls of our opposition. This has changed direction from where I expected the video to go quite rapidly, but never mind. I'm cool with that. There was something I was going to look at in the pause menu, and I can't for the life of me remember what I was going to be doing. We've got very distracted by the... Oi, hello, taxi. Don't mind me. We're fine. And Nitro, the giddy heights of 100 miles an hour. It's not quick, I'll be honest. It's not a particularly fast car at this stage. But there we go. Oh, handbrake, panic and flail, panic and flail. Oh, I know what I remember what I was going to do. Here, show the live tuning thing. I quite like the live tuning. It's quite a clever way of kind of being able to adjust the car on the fly. And for a game like this, I think it works very, very well. So you can choose whether you want to... I can't remember which way round it is. If you have drift angle at less, it means the car won't turn as tightly, but you're able to hold long flowing drifts. Drift angle at more, you'll be able to carry a lot of speed through very technical sections, but it won't be so good at the long... I think it'll be a little bit more twitchy and so on. Don't know what the difference the weight balance makes. Handbrake, how brutal the handbrake is, I guess. Don't know what the difference the weight balance does. But yeah, it's nice to be able to do this on the fly. It's nice and quick thing, so if you've got a road you want to test a car on, you can go and adjust stuff as you go. Okay, Crowley the Datsun, let's go and take on this mission and see what happens. My car is apparently not quite the recommended level, but bugger it. To be fair, drifting, it shouldn't matter. Like, it shouldn't make any difference, the level of the car, because it's about, theoretically, I would imagine, scoring points. So, that's what we'll... hopefully go for. Yep, you've got a mighty wing on the skyline. You haven't got enough mighty wings. It's disappointing. Let's see what you have me wanting. Unless we have to go to like certain speeds, or I'm trying to remember what the drift events were like on 25. I've completely blocked most of it out of my mind, quite frankly. Hello, dudes. Your front wheels look broken. I'd just like to point that out. You might want to go and get those looked at. I don't think they... I mean, to be fair, so do mine. Man, yeah, I guess we're quite as bad as each other. But never mind. I'm still not happy with the rear of my Datsun. I think I need... I didn't like any of the options, but it doesn't quite... It looks too stock at the back, but the other options just don't look good enough. Drift continuously for... Yeah, sure, let's do that. Hopefully. Reach... Okay, so we've got to get to a high speed. Oh, maybe we need to be going fast enough to... don't quite... Who knows, we'll figure out. Maybe... By being at lower performance, your car won't be fast enough to hit the speeds required. I don't know, we'll find out. Right, here we go. Is this like a lap thing? Kind of? We're not even going fast enough. There we go, that's a little bit better. Oh, it is not particularly fast, this car. You've got to need a lap to get up to speed, I think. We got to get single drift for 200 yards. Are any of these corners long enough for me to do this? Have we got any long corners? Oh, that wasn't good enough. Nope. This is really struggling. This might be a good enough corner. There we go. Just kind of don't do anything. Really barely needed to even touch the steering all the way through there. How many laps do we have, by the way? Anybody going to inform me, or just guesswork it? I can guesswork it. I mean, I'm kind of fine with guessworking it all. Ooh, we're going to go wrong. Oh, we're fine. We're fine, we're fine. Just wiggle, wiggle. That shall be. Yeah, it's kind of working as well. We'll just wiggle our way down the roads and hope for the best. I really need more power in this. I really desperately need more power. And around we go. Don't crash into the spectators' cars. Somehow we've managed to close off this entire area to do this. Kind of reminds me of, again, of the crew drift events where I just wiggle in between checkpoints to try and keep multipliers going. This isn't really working for keeping my speed up, although it is keeping the multiplier going, so I guess it's kind of working. I mean, we're going to get a crap ton of points by the end of it. Oh, we lost... Okay, because we weren't drifting for long enough. Yeah, I'm not sure that the wiggle would work if I had a fast enough car. As it is, this thing is really not. Really not. And next side, I mean, we've got no problem dealing with the car being... I mean, completing the event with the car not being the required, or the recommended performance level. It's good enough. We got 104,000. Hey, as our first event I've won with a derelict car. I guess I haven't done the trail racing yet. We single drift for 500 yards. We've got more than enough money. More than enough distance, sorry, to win the bet. I think that stuff, that race alone paid for all of the custom parts that are stuck on the car, but there we go. And we got an exhaust, significantly better exhaust, with lots of different parts improved. And there we go, completing the first race from that quest line. Well, I quite like the fairlady, fairlady Z that we have got here. Yeah, we will just fill the air with crowdy smoke here. Well, there we go, built a derelict car, played around with it. Yeah, I'm still not completely happy with the back of the car. Maybe that will change when I get a mighty wing on the back of it. At some point I'll get through the game far enough so that we can get mighty wing and mighty diffuser. Maybe we can have a mighty wing at the back and then a wing on the rear diffuser as well. Yes, that sounds like a perfect plan. That, though, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.